Murmuring is defined as a half-suppressed resentment or muttered complaint. We all remember in Fiddler on the Roof, Tevye's verbal asides to God.
Dear God, was that necessary? Did you have to make him lame just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me. Bless me with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. That's all right. But what have you got against my horse? Really, sometimes I think, when things are too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see, what kind of mischief can I play on my friend Tevye?
The real addressee of some of our murmuring is clearly the Lord, as when the people complained against Moses. At least Tevye honestly acknowledged whom he addressed.
Well, I'm not really complaining. After all, with your help. Yeah. I'm starving to death. Oh, dear Lord. You made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor. But it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune?
Murmuring seems to come so naturally to the natural man. We need bread. We need water. Why did we ever leave Egypt? A basic cause of murmuring is that too many of us seem to expect that life will flow ever smoothly, featuring an unbroken chain of green lights with empty parking places just in front of our destinations. How handy inspired but imperfect leaders in the church are as focal points for our frustrations, especially if circumstances require them to suffer in silence. Having confidence in leaders who keep confidences is part of sustaining them. If the complaint concerns appear, the murmurer seldom follows Jesus' counsel. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault, between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. Of course, there are ways provided, formal and informal, for expressing legitimate concerns and complaints, and to do so productively. This powerful verse in the Old Testament reminds us, and thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee, these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee, to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. Some murmurers seem to hope to reshape the church to their liking by virtue of their murmuring. But why would one want to belong to a church that he could remake in his own image? Those of deep faith do not murmur. They are generously disposed. Finally, non-murmurers are permitted to see so much more. Ancient Israel was once compassed about with a great host of hostile horses and chariots. Elisha counseled his anxious young servant, "Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them." The prophet then prayed that the Lord would open the young man's eyes. And then he saw, and behold, the mountain was filled with horses and chariots of fire. Regardless of how things seem or come to seem in troubled times, they that be with us are more than they that be with them. My brothers and sisters, if our lips are closed to murmuring, then our eyes can be opened.